Hi everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to show you one of the cutest projects that I think I have ever done, if I don't say so myself. And they are these darling banners that you can make using vintage sheet music that you can find at your local Goodwill, all your thrift stores. I mean, you can buy it new if you would like. You can find it at garage sales. Maybe you're one of those lucky people out there who has a grandfather, like I do, who had an organ, and he had a ton of sheet music, which unfortunately my mom has already given away. But anyways, so tonight I'm going to show you these super cute little banners, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. So as you jump on, let me know where you're from. I'm super curious to know how far this reaches. And if my dogs are a little loud, I apologize in advance for that. So let me start out by telling you that yesterday I recorded part 1 of this vintage sheet music crafting and DIY series. And on that, I showed you how to make something like this, which is this set of rolled up sheet music and with a cute little bird stenciled piece of sheet music as a decoration. These things, go look at your local antique store. These things for like 6 or 8 pieces of rolled up sheet music or books are like $25. So why pay that price when you can make it yourself for pennies? No. And these make great little tappers for your dogs when they're making noises. So, so I recorded that. So if you missed that, go back and check on it. It's on my DiyDreaming Facebook business page. It would be on my YouTube channel. I've shared it all over the place. Okay, so let's start out with the basics. Where do you get vintage sheet music? Well, maybe you're lucky and you inherited some. Probably most people did not. So what I did is I just went to Goodwill and I looked in the book section and I looked by the cookbooks and I found lots of vintage sheet music. They were $1.97 at my local Goodwill. So I don't know how much they are at yours, but I mean, they're practically free. And what you want to look for is either clarinet and piano or violin music or really whatever appeals to you, organ music, whatever. And when I was looking for paper that was kind of on the thicker side and then also paper that had a lot of action going on it and that was slightly yellowed. Although the whole first book that I used, it was thicker, but it did not have any yellowing. Hey, Kathy, where are you from? Kathy, I don't even know. So as you're hopping on, let me know where you're watching from. That would be great. Okay, so I went to my Goodwill and I purchased 3 books for $1.97 a piece. Then I came home and I've completely used up one of the whole books. So I've spent a whole $1.97 on projects, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is decide what kind of a banner you want to make. Would you like to make a banner, something like this one that's just right over my shoulder, a big banner? This one right here says home. I'll tell you how I made it, but before I do that, let me show you, hey Diane, how I cut those out. So I took the front of the sheet music book that came out of. I folded it in half and then I cut a point at the bottom. And then I traced this on every sheet of this paper and cut it out. And the reason, then after I cut it out, I folded each one of the pieces of sheet music. That sort of gives it, I don't know if you can tell, but it gives it, it makes it kind of stand up better. And it gives it some more interest. And then I took my handy dandy 79-cent hole punch from the grocery store and I just punched holes on both sides. Okay, so this is the big one that I made. And then from the back of the cover of that other one, I made this. This was the small. Okay, so for this one that says home, basically what I did after I cut it out and I hole punched it and I folded it, I just got this stencil, which is called a home stencil. I'm going to show you what it looks like in whole. Oh, Kathy is from Alabama. Yay! I'm in Georgia, in case you're wondering where the heck I am. Let's see, I am here, have been looking forward to seeing this video. Yay! I will try not to ramble too much, but that kind of is my modus operandi. Okay, so this is this beautiful home stencil, and I'll put links in the comments when I'm all finished where you can purchase these supplies. And I'll give you a list of everything you need, you know, whether I got it from Walmart or Hobby Lobby, whatever, or if I ordered it from a maker studio. Okay, so I took this home stencil set that I got from a maker studio, and I just laid the H, for example, you can see it there, on top of the piece of paper, the piece of vintage sheet music that I had cut out. So I've got one that I traced all ready to go. Let me just cut that out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You guys, this project seriously is so stinking easy and so stinking cute and so incredibly affordable and unique that I can't even imagine why you wouldn't want to do it. Okay, this piece of music right here says life is just a bowl of cherries. That's kind of fun. What I'm in search of right now is some Christmas music because I have a ton of Christmas ideas that I can't wait to do. Okay, so I took my piece of vintage sheet music and I laid on top of it. The fold in the center helps you get an idea of where to lay your stencil, which is really helpful. And I just sort of eyeballed it, laid my stencil down. I took some of this great stuff, which is called a Maker Studio Gel Art ink. I put it on a spreader like you're squeezing toothpaste out on a toothbrush. And then I basically just pushed it through the holes on the H. And then I did the same for the O, the M, and the E. Okay, let me put this away. Okay, and by the way, I am all about enjoying your DIY projects. So I really suggest that you don't get too upset about imperfections, that you just let those be. Like, for example, you can see on my M up there, which I know it's backwards, sorry, but I had some places where I messed up and it bled through a little bit, and I decided to just leave it because that gives it character. Okay, so after I've stenciled my piece of sheet music, then what I did for this project is I took some handy dandy Elmer's glue, and it can be clear or the regular white kind or whatever kind of glue really that you have around. And I squeezed it out on a plate, dipped a brush in it, and I brushed along the top and then along the point. But this is completely personal, so you can do it wherever you like. You could do it over the top of the letters if you want. It's up to you. Let the ink dry, though, before you move on to this next step. And then I took this awesome silver glitter, which is called Extra Fine Glitter in Sterling, and the brand is S-U-L-Y-N. It's from Walmart. It was about $4. And I just sprinkled the glitter over the top of the glue, shook it out, let it dry, and I was good to go. And then in this banner that you can see right here, I decided that it was still a little on the plainer side. And so I just took some ribbon. This is from Hobby Lobby. I love this black and white buffalo check that has these little pom-poms on it. And I got it when it was 50% off. And I just folded it like this. And then I flipped it over the string and pulled my little tails through. And that is how you get the ribbon that's on that banner up there, which I've taken close-up pictures of all of my projects that I'm going to be showing tonight. And I will post those in the comments, and I'll put them on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, on my personal Facebook page. I'll put them all over the place so you can find them and take a closer look when I'm all finished. So that was super easy. Okay, then to make this one says Merry Christmas. I don't know if I like this one better or my autumn one that I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, to make this one, like I said before, I just had cut a smaller pattern from the cover, the jacket cover of that sheet music that it came from. And I cut it out, folded each piece in half. And for this project, I used these amazing alphabet letters that are also from a maker studio. And you can order these, and you guys, you will use these for a zillion, seriously, a zillion projects. When it comes, you get the whole alphabet, plus you get 1 through 9, well, 1 through 10, a hashtag, and these little hearts. And so you can do a ton of things with these. I've done all kinds of monogramming with tea towels, with t-shirts, with little bags, all kinds of things using these. Okay, so I just took, here is the letter J, for example. You're going to cut along the lines. It shows you where to cut them out. It couldn't be easier. And then I just laid it over the top of my little piece of sheet music that I had cut out, and using this Maker Studio gel ink from the previous project, which is also the same gel ink that I used for all the monogram tea towels and pouches and stuff that I did. I just put in the letter, stenciled the letter for Merry Christmas. In the center, I put one of these birds. I am going to do my whole Christmas tree in black and white with a little touch of silver and a lot of birds, because I have these bird stencils that I'm just absolutely obsessed with, in love with, that I could live if I just had this bird stencil and nothing else, seriously. So I put this in the center, and then I hot glued on there these little jingle bells. Then I did the exact same thing with the glue and my glitter, which my husband calls sparkles. And then I just threaded it, just like that one, on some twine. And in case you're wondering, what does this twine look like? It's like this. This came from Walmart, and it says jute cord. And it's thinner and softer, and I really, I like this. Hey, Abigail. I want to see your tree. Oh, you can better believe that I'll be posting tons of pictures of my tree, and also tons of how-tos of the stuff that I make. And let's see. Hey, Diane. Hey, Jennifer. And hey, Abigail. Thanks for joining me. So this is what the jute looks like. It was from Walmart. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I mean, it was $3 or $4. And I've done a ton of projects with it. And it's thinner and soft, and it's easy to feed it through the holes that you punch with your hole punch on the sheet music. Okay. Oh, hey, by the way, I forgot to say, I am still pretty new to this whole social media thing, and I would love it. I would be so honored if you would share, that's what this says backwards, share this video or anything else that motivates you or inspires you from this page to your page, and encourage your crafty friends to follow me and to get involved. I do, gosh, 3 or 4 or maybe 5 DIY projects every week. I always do things that are super simple, using supplies that are pretty darn inexpensive, like painter's drop cloth, vintage sheet music, things like that. So all my projects are super affordable, and the best thing is you don't have to have any artistic abilities to be able to do any of the projects. And I have a very short attention span. That's why I can't paint furniture. So my projects are all really quick and easy to complete, so you can get that instant gratification. Well, I need it. I don't know if you do, but I definitely do. So anyways, this was the Merry Christmas banner. And I put the little bird in the center, and I thought it turned out pretty cute. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Okay, the next one I want to show you, I think is really super cute too. And for this one, I wanted it to be more black and white and not to have glitter on it, so that I could use it on my mantle this fall. So you can see back there, I did a video this last week on this project right there, which was my first attempt at modern art. It's a piece that was inspired by a $698 piece of art from Anthropology that was called Pointillism. And I did all of this with a Maker Studio products with no artistic abilities. So if you haven't seen that video or that post, go check it out, because I think it turned out pretty darn cute. Anyway, so I wanted something for my mantle for fall that was black and white and that wasn't over the top sparkly for right now. I'll save the sparkles for after Thanksgiving and over the Christmas holidays. So I made this today, and I really think it turned out pretty darn cute. It says autumn, and it has a bird on this side, and then it has a bird on that side, and then, thank goodness, it's autumn is a word with 6 letters, so right in the center, after A-U-T, I put a nest, and then U-M-N. Hopefully I spelled that right. I think I did. Then, after I finished that, I still thought that it looked, hey, like it was not quite finished. So, I did the same thing with these little ribbons. Can you guys see that? I took one buffalo check with pom-pom in the center, and then 2 pieces of that jute twine on each side of it, and I just did that little slip knot over the top, cut it to the length that I wanted. And you guys, I'll share pictures of this, but this looks so cute on my fireplace that I can't wait to show you the pictures after. And all I did to make that was I used, again, these same Alphabet 3 stencils, the same black gel ink, and then I used the bird stencil, which I talked about this yesterday, but this, and my stencils look kind of cruddy. Let's see who's there. Hey, Darla, thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're here. I'm still figuring this whole thing out, so so I appreciate you watching and encouraging me. That's really sweet. Okay, so this is one of them. Love this little bird with this little wreath. Here's another one. This one kind of reminds me of the red cardinals that we have in Georgia all year long. There's a little nest. Oh, I've lost one of them, or I dropped it somewhere. I don't know where it went. But there's 2 of the little birds that come with the little round thing. And then this is in that set too. And mine, like I was starting to say, but I got distracted and off on a tangent. My stencils look kind of cruddy, but they still work like a dream. And that is because I've had them for a couple of months and I've used them a ton on all kinds of different projects. So these were out of stock for a while. If you like the birds also, I would definitely recommend that you hop on in the links that I'll put in the comments when I'm all finished and order a set of these birds so you can get them while we have them. Okay, so this was the banner. And anyways, I think it turned out pretty darn cute. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, this is such an easy project to do and so affordable. I did like 6 different things using just the one book of vintage sheet music that was $1.97 from my Goodwill. And then I had some basic supplies from a Maker Studio, like a few stencils and some gel ink. And then of course I had glue on hand, and then I had a little bit of this glitter, and then I always have tons of ribbon, and you probably do too. So you could probably whip up this project in no time, just like I did. Let's see. Does the bird's nest come? Yes, the bird's nest comes in that set too, and there's also some eggs. That is the cutest set. seriously. So hop on the links that I put in the comments and take a peek, because you'll be able to actually see what comes in each one of the sets. And they're so nice, and they last so long, and all you have to do to clean them is just pop them in the sink, turn on your little sprayer with some cool water, and then dry them on the counter with the sticky side up. And they will last you forever, seriously. So thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this on replay, I'd still love to know where you're watching from, so feel free to put that in my comments. Hello, that's Mia. If you have crafty friends or you're real active on social media, I would love it if you would share this to your page so that you can let your friends know about what I'm doing. And I would love it if you would like my Facebook page and tune in again, probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Wednesday. I have one more project to do using vintage sheet music, and I can't wait to show you. So thanks so much for watching, and until I talk to you again, I'll be DIY dreaming up all kinds of really awesome, easy, quick, and super affordable projects that you can do with no artistic abilities required. Thanks.